boys and girls, we bought a reservoir for doing the oil change since we don't have a good one. We could have probably borrowed one, but for a couple, $3 or $4, we'll
okay,
buy one.
This does double duty. You put your oil in here. You put your screen on first before you put the oil in. The screen goes on, then this big lid goes on. And then this becomes your container to take to the recycler.
We take it down to the auto parts store, and you can give them the oil. We may not actually give them the oil. We may actually keep it for a minute, put it in oil cans, and spray it on stuff underneath trucks and whatever. But at least we can keep our oil change out of harm's way. If we want to leave it outside overnight, we don't have the cats stepping in it or
the dogs getting into it or the children getting into it.
Also, if you want to drain antifreeze, we'll probably get one of these for antifreeze too.
And label it. And you can put antifreeze too.
So if you got antifreeze, yeah, don't leave it in a pan under the car because
oil change. Here we go.
Kitty will drink it, and not good for kitty. But yeah, we're gonna do an oil change on this. And when we found out that the spark plugs weren't changed since 20 years, literally, because they're dated 1991, yeah, we're figuring the oil change is probably about the same. So here's your plug Lucas oil. We are going to do a 1 quart Lucas heavy duty oil stabilizer with 4 quarts worth of house brand oil and a house brand filter, I guess it is, or a Fram, or yeah, it's a Fram.
Fram Tough Guard filter with traction. I like the traction. What they're talking about when they say traction?
It's protection. Oh yeah, okay, the traction.
This coating on the bottom, when your hands are oily, you can still grab a hold of it.
Take it off or put it on.
It's got a textured coating on it. And always, when you do your oil change, make sure you get both. Make sure you get the old ring off too.
Yep, get the old one off, and then put a little bit of oil. Put a little bit of oil on the new one.
And most people don't know is when you get, with your box, comes a tab that tells you what size oil filter you have. Then it's got a mileage and a change date on it, printed on the manufacturer's label.
So that's when you put it up in your sun visor with all your information on it, and then it flies out the window the first time both windows are down.
Not my problem.
There's your plug, O'Reilly Motor Oil 10W30.
Now remember,
entry-level oil change. We're probably going to change it before 3,000 miles.
Remember, a gallon of motor oil is 4 quarts. Remember that. Now, this jug says it's 5 quarts, which means it has 1 more than a gallon.
So make sure you don't.
Make sure if you've got a 4-quart car that you get 4 quarts. If your car holds 5 quarts of oil and you want a jug like this, then you get the one that says 5 quarts.
Or unless you want some leftover, just don't use it all.
Me, when I buy it a jug at a time, 5 quarts in a row. Now this goes up here. This goes down here. Socket rail. These are all metric.
Don't leave home without it.
From 10 millimeter all the way up to 19. Stuff I carry all the time. It's even got its own rail.
Now, does that
carry it all the time.
Does it have the mystery missing socket that every socket wrench?
Oh, 18. There's my 17. There it is. 18 millimeter.
Okay.
Craftsman.
There is the rarest chicken teeth socket that you will need if you're going to play ox cart racing at home. 18 millimeter does not come in any socket set. You will buy this for almost as much as you paid for the whole rail by itself.
This socket.
Why?
This socket fits that car to remove the strut towers and the oil drain plug. And yes, it's almost as tall as I am.